Welcome back, everybody. Here we are with Kumar versus RtDurrant from the United Kingdom. So we're gonna have a classy game here. And okay, only H6 anti-fried liver defense. So our opponent, we can already tell, is a bit in the same mold as Kumar. Kumar also likes this move. So it's like playing against yourself a little bit. Let's see what happens. Now we get the everlasting conundrum on this, whether you should capture or not. And I'd say in this situation, you probably should capture because especially after the pawn has moved up, this diagonal becomes exceptionally soft. So I would really just go for it. Yeah. Uh, okay, but he's doing queenside castling as was his plan all along, I suppose, and this comes fairly fine. So it really wasn't such a big deal either which way. Uh, what should White's plan be in such a position? Well, he's got to open up the knight somehow, but maybe he can preemptively attack on the queen side with a pawn push, but nothing too obvious. He strikes in the center. That's a bad push, it looks like, because this pawn is not yet defended. So it was premature opening up of the position, and you lose a pawn. It's always a red flag if you make a pawn break like that, a thematic pawn break, and your pieces aren't even developed, especially the knight. It's a red flag. So, wow. Now, was that move really on the table? That is very, very debatable. Because at this point, this pawn, yeah, you can take it, but you always run the risk of getting trapped, and it's not so clear that the queen can come in and save the day. So yeah, it's interesting. Huh. But it turns out that this move here, according to the computer evaluation, is a really wretched move. There's something in here I'm not seeing. I wonder if it has to do anything with the knight. Maybe we should just open up the analysis and stop trying to use our goddamn heads, for a change. Where were we? Yes, right here, bishop capture, and g6 is a mistake because, well, knight d4 is one of the ideas, but even bishop takes pawn is apparently the defense is so bad for the black king that he's just opened himself up one pawn too many, that it doesn't matter that you're even winning the piece. The queen will come in with enough storm and firepower, and you've got b5 and other tricks up your sleeve after that. So okay, that's how we can assess it. But neither side has, okay, this knight has come in effectively now, and the queen is not a loose piece. The knight is just about guarding it, but sheesh, it really does feel quite wobbly here for black. That's clearly not the right move. What would be a better ploy? I wonder about just simply rook here, heightening the pressure. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, rook c1 or otherwise a4. a4 is maybe best. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's a complex position. But anyway, we have knight to c5, and the evaluation has gone fully in favor of black now because of a major tactical shot, which is dun, 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 dun. What? Wow. Knight c6. That's the move. Defended by the queen. And it attacks the bishop as well. Oh, wait. Knight c6, followed by rook e2, followed by bishop c5, followed by, oh, knight c3, knight b7. Very complex situation here. Wow. Wow, really complex. But of course, it's winning for black, but very complicated to play like this. So no shame that he didn't find it. Instead, he played a move which totally opens up his king even more. And now you just got to play simple, knight out. Just play simple, keep it simple. Okay, went out in a different square, but it shouldn't be such a big factor. Now playing some nice solid moves and winning the pawn with simplification may not have been optimal because his king is exposed. You don't want to trade off the queens when his king is the one that's exposed. So I disapprove of this strategic choice. Not only because it's a bad strategic choice, but also because of the tactical motif. Like over here, I'm sure, okay, knight c6, which is played, is pretty good because this bishop now is well and truly trapped, and there's no way to save it. So the piece is also going. That's the big problem. I know. Well, can you really defend it? Could he have any other way to attack it? I don't know. But anyway, this seems logical too. We are just about holding on with the attacks here, just about holding on to this piece from different. You're playing quite well, and now actually, you put enough pressure that you can win the rewards for it. Okay, nice simplification. Yeah, there were of course, some rook check tactics in the air, but it's complicated. So okay, now you have a simple endgame. This is all about conversion. Conversion. A, B, C. Get mad, you son of bitches. Get mad. So, okay, it's actually a totally drawn position. Let's not rush through it. This is a critical pawn attack, right? This is a critical pawn attack, and you want to handle this the right way. There's all sorts of dynamics to consider. Let's just analyze the endgame a bit. You have the extra passed pawn, but the king is in good position to stop it. You've got an extra pawn here, but it's likely to falter due to the pressure from black. So it's not an easy position. That's for starters. And you're only +2. I mean, sacking the exchange is definitely an idea worth considering, but probably backfire here more than anything else. Anyway, knight move here sounds reasonable to me. I think I can't see what I would have done better. Computer suggests rook a7 check, king b6, rook h7. So, so basically delivering a check and then running off to this pawn. So essentially allowing the capture here, would you win this as well? Stuff like this. Getting kind of complicated. This is more calculatable and simple. Yeah, so he decided to defend passively rather than just go for it. He could have just gone for it because that would have forced white to choose whether to take with the pawn or with the knight. And then accordingly he could have taken this, but because if white instead went after the pawn, then he would have had pawn check next, so he couldn't play that. So this is a defensive move, and now you can liquidate the danger here by just taking that off. Yes, so the tension has been liquidated. It's a totally even position because of the proximity of this pawn. You've got to get your rook back here. There's no choice. Ooh. maybe it doesn't even matter. I don't know. I don't fully understand what's going on here. Okay. Wow. You're playing the computer moves. Uh, okay, so we forced the trade of rooks. Right. We forced the trade of rooks. Wow, because this was his only move. He had to come here because otherwise you would have had check and maybe taken this next. Interesting. And now you're going greedy. You're going greedy with that pawn move. I would have definitely simplified here, I think, but it's not winning. So you can definitely play on. But what's your winning plan here as white? Your winning plan has to somehow involve taming this pawn and promoting this pawn. But you also can't just simply lose this because then the king comes in with powerful support. So you're holding on to it. And the knight has an interesting square there. I guess what did computer think was better here? Rook a no, just a5. Yeah, just a5 is pretty good. You can then potentially pass a6 right next. But knight move here is interesting. Oh, I made a big blunder. There we go. There we go. So got the lovely fork there. And the resilience of the knight can never be. Yeah. Ah, that was not perfect, wasn't it? Was it perfect a6? No, 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 no. That's not how you play. When it's here, what you gotta do is something funky like knight here, for example, to just hold off these squares which the bishop wants to come to. And then you start running the pawns forward. The key is to make sure the bishop doesn't get onto this diagonal. The only issue is he can of course come here and then go back here. So it's yeah. But I would have gambled this or otherwise king up. King up is also pretty good because then if he comes here you can go king up again, guarding these two. And if he were to go all the way here, you would have knight here or there. So yeah, anyway, subtle little point, not that it really matters, but yes. Okay, good. Good finish. Good game.